Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I wanted to solve this question in mathematics, specifically on calculus. So the question is, find the equation of the tangent and the normal to the curve y is equals to 7x minus 3x squared at the point where x is equals to 1. We need to find the equation of the normal and the tangent. So there are two questions here. Find the equation of the normal and the equation of the tangent. Now, in order for anyone to find the equation, you must have a point. In this case, I've been given the point. Now, this point is not complete. We do not have the value of y. Points are always in form of x, y. X, y. Points are always in the form of x, y. So what can we do in order to find the x? 1 has been given. As we can see, 1 is 1. So which means x is 1 there. We don't have y. So to find y, we need to use the same equation for curve which has been given to find the value of y. So in this case, the equation is y is equals to 7x minus 3x squared. So to find y, we have to substitute x. So y is equals to 7, x is 1, so that becomes 1 minus 3 times 1 squared. So this is going to give us 7 minus 1 squared is 1 times 3 is giving us 3, which means y is equals to 4. So we have the point y, which is 1, 4. Now once we have this point, we have to continue. We have to find now the gradient. Now, just the way the question is, we have to start by finding the gradient of the tangent in order to find the equation. So we cannot find the equation without the gradient. It's either the gradient is given or you have to find it. So let us find the gradient. So to find the gradient, we have to use the formula which is called the gradient function, or dy dx, or the derivative. So we find the gradient function or the dy dx. So in this case, the equation given is y is equals to 7x minus 3x squared. So we have to find the dy dx of this expression. So dy dx is equals to power times the base. Then this will always give you 7. So that will be power 1 times 7, give you 7. Then 1 minus 1, always have to reduce the power by 1. So eventually to give you 7, then minus power times the base, which that is 2 times 3, give us 6, x to the power 1. Now we don't show the power because we have to reduce this one by 1. So we are going to have that. So that is the gradient function, which means while there is dy dx, we can replace with m representing gradient. So 7 minus 6, you have to substitute with the value of x, which is 1 here. So we have gradient is equals to 7 minus 6, giving us 1. So this is what is called the gradient 1, or gradient of the tangent. So always the gradient which we find first is the gradient of the tangent. So we can find the equation of the tangent because we have the gradient. So the common equation which is mostly used to find the equation of the tangent or equations of straight lines is y minus y1 is equals to gradient open bracket x minus x1. So this is the common equation which is used in calculation or in calculating equations. So we have this point which is 1, 4, and this is representing x1, that is representing y1. So we have to substitute these figures here. Remember, gradient we also have gradient is equals to 1. So y minus y1, which is giving us 4. So So y minus 4 is equals to gradient, which is 1, open bracket, x minus x1, which is 1. So 1 times x, this one is coming the way it is, so y minus 4 is equals to 1 times x, giving us x, 1 times negative 1, giving us negative 1. Correct like terms, this one is going there. So we have y is equals to, we have x minus 1. When 4 goes there, becomes the positive, the sign becomes the reverse. So we'll have positive 4. Therefore, y is equals to x, and then negative 1 plus 4 is giving us positive 3. So this is the equation of the tangent. That's the first part of the equation. We are done with the equation of the tangent. Now, the equation of the normal. Now, it is just a continuation. To find the equation of the normal, you have to find the gradient of the normal. Now, using this gradient, we can find the gradient of the normal because these two lines are perpendicular. These two lines are perpendicular. So what we do is, to find the gradient of the normal, you multiply gradient 1, which is representing gradient of the tangent, times gradient 2, which is representing gradient of the normal, is always equals to 1. So gradient 1 is 1. Then in times gradient 2, of course, we're going to have that. It's equals to negative 1. So 1 times gradient 2 is the same as gradient 2 is equals to negative 1. So this is the gradient of the normal. This is the gradient of the normal. So now using the same point, which is the 1, 4, we can find the equation of the normal using the same equation again. Nothing is different. And also the same equation. Okay, so the equation is, we have y minus y1 is equals to gradient open bracket x minus x1. So we have to substitute. Remember, x1 is x1 and y1. x1 is 1, y1 is 4. Gradient in this case found is negative 1. Okay, so we have y minus y1, which is giving us 4, is equals to gradient, we have found is negative 1. Okay, negative 1, open bracket, x minus x1, which is 1. So y minus 4 is equals to negative 1 times x, giving us negative x, negative 1 times negative 1, giving us positive 1. Correct like terms, this guy goes there. So we have y is equals to negative x plus 1, and this one, when the 4 when it goes that side, becomes a positive 4. So y is equals to negative x plus 1 plus 4 is giving us 5. So these are the answers for this question in this topic. Thank you so much for watching. If it's your first time to watch my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Become the first person to be notified whenever I post a new video. Bye bye.